Broadcasting from under the roof of Marlins Park as we are ready for game time. We expect a good one out of this Diamond Dynasty matchup between the Bambinos and the Bomb Squad. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Daniel Murphy is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first. Digging in the switch hitter, Lon Ball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. Digging in now, Curtis Granderson. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And Granderson trying to work his way aboard. He's got it to 3-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Now at the plate, Orlando Cepeda, and a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard.
Now, to tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Now in the box, Jose Ramirez. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Now I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline, so if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2. We can't hear it from here, obviously.
Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
At third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. Gone all the way into the upper deck. Stepping up now, Mitch Haniger, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Blackman is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. And striding in is the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
This ball's grounded foul. The windup and the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he's going to come after you with the breaking ball, it looks like today. First batter, he's already thrown 2 curveballs. He's got himself ahead in the count. This could be a breaking ball game for him.
Hey, I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
Hit hard down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And Kinsler swings and misses here as he's gone on strikes for out number 1.
Batting second.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
Charlie Blackmon.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And Holliday's got this one, and there are 2 gone. Here's Michael Brantley. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Grounded to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So coming to the plate, Carlos Correa.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing right there. Really impressive.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Catcher.
Coming to the plate now, James Paxton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In there, and it's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Daniel Murphy.
Into the windup and the pitch. Daniel Murphy is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by. Digging in, Eduardo Nunez. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. Fly ball out toward left center field. Holliday on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. Now to the plate, primetime Rogers. First pitch on its way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning. Ready for another chance. Lon Ball. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Hit out towards second. Kinsler's there for it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one.
He's such a good hitter. You don't see him miss pitches that are right there in a good hitter's location very often. Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Here's the pitch. Orlando Cepeda stands in as he looks at ball one here.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good, but better. He may be able to get through this thing.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Blackman's after it. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And that ends the... So digging in now, Danny Salazar. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike one.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Granderson racing back at the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. Digging in to try it again. Charlie Blackman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
I like the pitch right there. Got it to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Paxton comes set. First pitch on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. The tag, and he is out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jose Ramirez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mitch Haniger comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Matt Holliday.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Kiermaier. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Squared that one up just a little late. Another 0-2 home. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Tulowitzki is retired, and there's one away.
Third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Anthony Rizzo.
Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Henniger. And that ends the inning. So striding forward now, James Paxton. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And here's a ball hit in the air. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away. Here's Daniel Murphy now. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Murphy.
Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Kinsler. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The catcher.
Ready once again, Lon Ball. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 2-0.
Here he is, falling behind again, 2-0. This has been a big part of his struggles. You can't pitch from behind and in hitters' counts all the time.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. It is Curtis Granderson, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll... Striding in once again, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Well, Matt, they've been real aggressive, taking swings early in the count, but you're losing in this game, so you got to make an adjustment. You got to start taking pitches and maybe working the pitcher a little bit more if it's not working, being aggressive.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Now batting.
So stepping in, primetime Rogers comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. 1 out, nobody on. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out.
The pitcher, number 31, Danny Salazar.
Victor Martinez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down in this. Striding in once again, Curtis Granderson. A hit in 2 tries so far. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And they get Granderson at first as he's unable to bunt his way aboard. Ready once again, Orlando Cepeda. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Blackman over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He pulls this one into right, and he'll reach down to make the play on the run. Digging in to try it again, Ian Kinsler. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Here's Charlie Blackman now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. Reaches gloved by Murphy, and the throw to first is in time. One gone. Here's Michael Brantley. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Into the box now, Troy Tulowitzki. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Hit back up the middle. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. Ready for another chance? Eduardo Nunez trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done.
But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that. Digging in once again, Mitch Haniger. Going to strike out victim twice in this one. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. Matt Koji Uehara comes on now. He'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Reggie Jackson will get a shot here as a pinch hitter. Ball one. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That was a good pitch right there. Started at the knees, got the hard sink down, got him to swing right through it. Beautiful.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Carlos Correa. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Coming to the plate. Now, James Paxton. He started out the evening. Matt Carpenter will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And apparently they'd rather go after the next guy as they walk him intentionally with 2 out here. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And Brantley will make the catch, and that ends the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Jerry Blevins gets the call from the pen to take over on the.
Jerry Blevins.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Leading off for Miami. First baseman.
Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1.
That's exactly what you don't want to do first pitch. If you're going to swing first pitch, you want to drive it. You can't take an ugly, bad swing on the first pitch when you know what you're looking for. You got to be more patient because you're going to get more pitches.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. The knee buckler. And he swings and misses. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Kevin Kiermaier becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Pitch on the way. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
Well, that shot tells you everything you need to know. He's really a little frustrated tonight. This has been a tough game. They haven't swung the bats well, and they need to start getting some offense going.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Granderson on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run. Digging in the switch hitter. Lon Ball.
Beach. Catcher. Lawn Ball.
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Kiermaier has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Lifted the other way out to left center. Brantley is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Orlando Cepeda. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier giving chase. And that's the 3rd out. Stepping in, Koji Uehara. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ball 1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat. You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Number 3.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Well, that's such a great pitch for a pitcher. It's so hard to lay off a changeup when you're looking for the fastball on the first pitch, and clearly he was looking fastball.
And a quick step off here, hoping to catch that runner leaning, but he's back easily. In the dirt here. Throw won't get him. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. On strikes for the second time here tonight. Here's Michael Brantley. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Comes set with the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled straight back. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes. Coming to the plate now, Jose Ramirez. They'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Jose Ramirez.
Zach Duke enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to. And some fireworks perhaps to kick off the 9th as that one just about got him.
Well, that's not what they were looking for when they brought him into the game. First pitch nearly hits the first batter he's facing. That's a little bit to be concerned if you're the manager.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of with your opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Mitch Haniger. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. And there he goes towards second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Pickoff move to second, and the runner back easily. The 0-2 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. At the plate, Reggie Jackson. He's 0 for 1. Paul Goldschmidt will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. Spin and a throw back to second, and they got him. In there for strike 1.
I like that curveball right there. You know he's setting fastball. He wants to ambush one, jump it right out of the yard, and you drop the curveball on him. Got an 0-1 count.
Now this is cut and thrown to first, and he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him. Here's Carlos Correa now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Snap throw to first, but he's back in safely. A runner on first with 2 away. Outside, 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. This is line to left. Brantley is there, and he'll make the catch to return. Striding into the box.
Leading
Troy
out to the
Tulowitzki.
bottom of the ninth. The shortstop.
Raisel Iglesias, a 6'2" right hand.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Raisel
Here's a
Iglesias.
slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one.
Number 44.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just a tick behind for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Hit on the ground to third. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Now batting, Eduardo Nunez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cepeda onto the grass. Makes the play, 1 away. So striding in, Anthony Rizzo. He went down on strikes last time up. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Way in front of a great slider that time.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping in, Kevin Kiermaier, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Well, the numbers
Well, the roof is closed for comfort as we get set to bring you baseball from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. It should be a good Diamond Dynasty matchup tonight between Miami and Boston. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Ian Kinsler is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out. Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
The right fielder, number 19. Charlie
into the windup and the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Kane is under it. 2 down. Here's Michael Brantley. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Michael Brantley.
Here's the first pitch to him. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call a step play. It's strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
There now is Granderson as he makes the catch to retire the side. Here now is the center fielder, Lorenzo. Kane to get us started.
Center fielder, Lorenzo Kane.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Squared that one up just a little late. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 1-2. Here it comes. Another one sent foul. Swing and a line drive. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple. Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Up with it is Kinsler. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Into the box, Big Daddy Bones. Base is empty in front of him with one away following the RBI ground out. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting fourth.
It is Curtis Granderson looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike one. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Right side hit hard. Kinsler's there for it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Troy Tulowitzki. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Troy Tulowitzki.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tulowitzki comes up empty there as he swings and misses for the first out. Standing in, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And now a pitch on the way. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Striding into the box, Anthony Rizzo. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. And the inning is over. Digging in, Orlando Cepeda. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
First baseman.
Hit on the ground out to short. Up with it now is Tulowitzki, and the throw to first is in time. One gone. Here's Matt Carpenter.
Second baseman, Matt Carpenter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Chopped weakly up the first base line. That rolls foul for strike one.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Ball 2. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Nunez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kiermaier's got a read on it. And that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Out of play off to the right.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Bones takes it in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8.
Stepping into the box, prime time, Rogers. Popped high in the air. Calling for it, Cepeda. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Yu Darvish. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Yasmani Grandal is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Here's Darvish on 0-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Kinsler will settle under this one for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lorenzo Cain. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Hard on the ground towards short. And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit. So the 2-out hit here extends the inning for the left-handed hitter Daniel Murphy. Here's Daniel Murphy now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bounced weakly near the plate, but that one rolls foul. The 0-1 delivery. Throw to first. Not in time.
No, he's safe.
Again to first. And he saw it coming that time. Back in standing. A runner on first with 2 away. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him.
And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ian Kinsler. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Second baseman.
Hit hard back up the middle. And this will be a base hit for Kinsler. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single. Digging in to try it again, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Ready for another chance? Michael Brantley comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a looper to left. Here comes Holiday, but he won't get there. It falls in. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2. And this is swung on and missed by Tulowitzki, and he's a strikeout victim to make for 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And this is going to be a foul ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Striding in once again, Daniel Murphy. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Daniel Murphy.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Big Daddy Bones. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Now at the plate, Curtis Granderson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Here comes another 0-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Blackmon is under it. 2 down. Into the box now, Orlando Cepeda. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Darvish pauses. Here's the 0-1. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. He lays out, but it's out of his reach, so that's a tough strike, too.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Here's Darvish on 0-2. And another foul ball.
Oh, he might have got away with one. Two-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
First baseman, Anthony
Here's a
Rizzo.
looping fly ball out to right. Carpenter onto the grass, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now
Standing in, Kevin
the center
Kiermaier.
fielder,
He's 0 for
Kevin
1 thus far.
Kiermaier.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Hey, that's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Prime time, Rogers.
Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Here's Matt Carpenter. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Now to the plate, Matt Holliday. 0 for 1 for him. Reggie Jackson will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Lifted in the air out to center field. Kiermaier patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. A tag, and they got him at second base to turn a double play. Ready now, Yasmani Grandal. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Nunez is there for it, and that ends the inning. In now, Yu Darvish. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Yu Darvish.
Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter number 3.
Digging in and looking for more, Ian Kinsler. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Oh, what a good slider down the way. And I'm telling you, late in the game to throw that pitch with that type of precision, man, your manager feels good about the decision of leaving him in.
And plenty of room out there for Granderson, and there are 2 away now. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Just got a piece to the right side, but it's foul, strike 1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And stepping in and ready for another shot. First offering on its way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Kinsler at second base. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Lorenzo Cain, 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in once again, Daniel Murphy. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. Curveball that time, not even close. Look out, 2-0 now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, right here, this is what you live for. When you know you got a great hitter behind you, you're getting a good count. He's in a count right here, and just look for your pitch. You know they got to come after you.
Around second now and headed for third. And he'll get there without a play. It's a stand-up triple. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Big Daddy Bones comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Now, Matt, he's 0-2, and he swung at 2 pitches that look like they're trying to pitch around him. Maybe that's his strategy. Now he thinks they're going to come to him, and they get him. I wouldn't pitch to him anyway.
Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. And that. Ready once again, Michael Brantley. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Murphy into shallow left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready for another chance? Eduardo Nunez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's thrown first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Riding in once again, Anthony Rizzo. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Fouled back. Now the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Set to deal on 2-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Ready with the 2-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. Well, we talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game. Broadcasting from under the roof of Marlins Park as we are ready for game time. It'll be Diamond Dynasty action this evening between the All-Stars and the Bomb Squad. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Here's Brock Holt now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for the All-Stars, second baseman, Brock Holt.
And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. The windup and the 0-1. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Slider strike three called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game. It is Curtis Granderson into the windup and the pitch.
Curtis Granderson.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Hit hard on the ground at first. Rizzo was there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Blackman is under it. And that's the third out. And striding in is the second baseman Ian Kinsler now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number one.
Second baseman Ian
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Springer has a read on it. One away.
Batting second, right fielder Charlie.
Here's Charlie Blackman now. First pitch of the at-bat. Started that swing a bit too early. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a swing and a fly ball. Granderson on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Here's Michael Brantley. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. And this is taken outside for ball one. Two out, nobody on. Right side. And that is through into right field for a single. And two-out success means Troy Tulowitzki will bat this inning.
Batting fourth.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Standing in, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll lead it off against Tyson Ross.
Right fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Carlos Gonzalez goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Oh man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're two down. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And this will be taken in out there by Kinsler, and that ends the inning. Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Eduardo Nunez.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike one. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Holt on the grass. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And this is fouled straight back. Bottom of the second here with no score. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Gonzalez to the track. Gone! Standing in, primetime Rogers.
Batting 8. Patrick. Primetime Rogers.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little bouncer. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Yadier Molina. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Molina.
And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike one.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
And this will be handled by Kinsler for route number 1.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ryan Zimmerman swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 46.
Ready with the first pitch.
Patrick
Here it comes.
Corbin.
Hit to short. There to field it is Tulowitzki. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Striding into the box, Tyson Ross. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Tyson Ross.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
0-1.
1-1.
Outside.
Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Ian Kinsler.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Throw into second, and he'll pull into second with 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Gonzalez. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Brantley. A base hit in his first trip. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. Chopped at the plate, but it gets fouled.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. I'm not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Another one sent foul.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now. That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop Troy Tulowitzki. Swinging on the first pitch as this is popped high in the air over toward the right side of the infield. Oh, and this drops in the infield. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard towards the hole. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. So digging in now, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance. Brock Holt comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Brock Holt
Lays off 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something. That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And he misses 2-1. There's Kinsler at second. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Striding in once again, Curtis Granderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Digging in to try and again. Jose Reyes 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
That's a big pitch right there in this situation. I may see him come back with that. This hitter's so amped up, ready to go. Nice job of pulling the string.
But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. From the stretch, Carlos Gonzalez will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And this is dropped at third base. Switch hitter, Carlos Santana. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. It's a little bit late, so he might have been just fooled just a tad bit, just enough not to square it up.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good change. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Well, he got ahead of him right there, and I'd even say he got away with one. Down and into this guy, that's his nitro zone right there. You don't want to float around there very often. The good hitters, they don't usually have trouble with the low 90s fastball. He might have been looking for something else.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.